Alright. Put your hands up if you remember collecting toys as a kid. Yep, same here. It's no secret that as kids, most people had some kind of collection. Pokemon cards, cool rocks, rubber bands, and most importantly, action figures and plushies. Even if you personally never had a collection, there's a slim chance you didn't at least know someone who had one. The main issue with a collection is actually collecting the stuff. Whether you have no cash of your own to buy what you want, or just have trouble finding what you need. But what if you could have your own little collection, totally free, completely virtual, meaning you can't lose any of your prized possessions, and all you needed to do was some puzzle solving? Well, in 2013 we got just that in the form of BLOXikins, Robloxia's very own line of minifigures. These little guys would just sit on your shoulder, and while not very fashionable on their own, they could be used as an extra piece to complete any outfit. They're kinda like Robloxian Funko Pops, I guess. The question is just how many BLOXikins actually existed? How did you get them, and why are all of them off sale? Really, what happened to BLOXikins? Let's start with some context. BLOXikins were released in 2013, alongside the Bloxtober event of that year, the Witching Hour. From October 17th through November 8th, you were able to grind out each task and get a little BLOXikin of your own, all while working towards the grand prizes of that event. This event came with viable gift boxes, Halloween costumes, and of course a scavenger hunt for those BLOXikins we talked about. The event was first shown at 2013 Virtual BLOXCon. The map being 20,000 by 20,000 studs in size made it the largest one by date, with the map itself being dotted with little landmarks and areas of interest, like a pumpkin patch, forest, you name it. The end goal was to defeat Bloxhilda, whose only goal was to take over Bloxburg and rule it under her wicked grasp. Around the map were various NPCs, usually Roblox admins, that gave you tasks to complete, and eventually lead to your victory against Bloxhilda. These tasks, more importantly the costumes you got from them, were what gave you the BLOXikin items. Although these tasks themselves were a pain to actually finish, it would all be worth it for that cute little shoulder buddy you got in the end. Speaking of which, there were about 31 BLOXikins available from this event alone, meaning there were at least 31 different quests you had to finish in order to get every single BLOXikin in the game. So, I guess this means I have to go over each and every one, along with their obtainment method, right? Okay, let's get this over with. I guess, since they're numbered, we'll just go in order. First up is Skeleton Builder Man. To get this one, you had to find 4 wooden planks. Afterwards, find an NPC named Frazzled Jim, who asks for 8 jack-o'-lanterns. Once turned in, you'd get the Skeleton Companion costume, and finally the BLOXikin. This one is obviously based on the Userman Builderman in a cute skeleton costume. Number 2 is Vampire Shedletsky. After finding and collecting 4 black iron ingots, you'd have to find Telemom, an NPC behind Telemon's house, who sends you out to find 13 swords. Once that's done, collect 19 Shedletsky toy pieces. You'll be given the BLOXikin by that point. This one is obviously based on Shedletsky, dressed like a vampire. Number 3, Vampire Bright Eyes. After finding and killing 17 weird funky purple spiders, Jedikachev will hand over Bright Eyes' dance ray gun, and you'll be awarded the BLOXikin. This is obviously based on the former Roblox admin, Bright Eyes. She's dressed like a vampire here, same as Shedletsky. Witch Reese McBlocks, number 4. After completing a separate quest, collect 4 pieces of candy corn, 6 pumpkin seeds, and a full witch companion costume. Then you have to find the Bright Eyes NPC and be given the BLOXikin. This one is based on Reese McBlocks, a forum moderator. She's in a witch outfit for this one. Number 5, Mummy Ostrich Sized. First, you have to find Matt Dusek. He'll ask you to kill 10 scarabs, then collect 10 scarab toys, then kill 5 creeper crunchies, and then 20 desert jackals. Once you have the full mummy set, you'd be given the BLOXikin. This is based on the admin and forum moderator of the same name as a classic mummy. Number 6, Swamp Monster Jedikachev. Kill 15 swamp wolves first, then find Code Rider, who wants 8 spider fangs. Once you hand them over, you'll get the BLOXikin with the Swamp Monster companion costume. This BLOXikin is based on the Roblox admin Jedikachev, though nowadays they're known as Darth Skrill, which is a lot easier to pronounce, by the way. Number 7, Reaper Sorkus. First find Games, who wants 13 lenses. After that, complete every single quest in the game. That's right, every other quest must be done. All of them. Then this guy wants 77 souls. Yes, 77. Afterwards, you get the BLOXikin. This one is based on the infamous forum troller and Roblox admin, Sorkus. The costume here is a Grim Reaper outfit, complete with a little scythe. Number 8, Black Cat Terabyte. First you gotta collect 5 paintbrushes. Afterwards, find the Coat Pocket Ninja NPC, who wants 15 sewing needles. After that, kill 15 howlers. You collect this costume and your BLOXikin after that. This one, like the rest, is based on a former Roblox admin, Terabyte. She's dressed in a classic Black Cat Halloween costume. Number 9, Zombie Stickmaster Luke. First you gotta find 5 antidotes, then the J-Mark NPC, who asks for 12 arrows. After that, kill 20 zombies and collect 16 stakes. This gets you the BLOXikin with the zombie companion costume. This is based on the famous Roblox user, Stickmaster Luke. He's a zombie for this one. You know, Halloween theme. Frankenstein Fuss Roblox, number 10. First, you gotta find Fuss Roblox's 12 marbles. Then you gotta get 15 nuts and bolts before locating TOTBL. This NPC will ask you to get 17 blood fangs. And once all is said and done, you get the costume and the BLOXikin. This one is based on the software engineer of the same name. The costume here is of course Frankenstein's monster. Number 11, Werewolf only 20 characters. First you had to collect 20 matches. Afterwards, locate DB Apostle, who wants 11 dog treats and 13 ghost spiders hunted. Once done, you got the costume and the BLOXikin. Once again, this is based on the admin of the same name, but as a werewolf. Number 12, Ghost Solar Crane. First you had to collect 10 candles, then you had to kill 20 ghost wolves. Next, find the Reglin NPC who wants 13 spirit box pieces and 20 more ghost spiders hunted and killed. Second verse, same as the first, you get a costume and a BLOXikin. This one is based on the admin Solar Crane, as a ghost. Number 13, Devil Chief Justice. To start, you have to kill 20 purple monsters. Next, find Keith, the NPC, who wants 13 bags of candy. Once done, get the costume and the BLOXikin. Fairly straightforward. It's based on Chief Justice, a former admin and forum moderator, now in a devilish little costume for the Halloween season. This marks the end of the admin BLOXikins. The rest of them from here are just regular Robloxians in costumes. Speaking of which, number 14, Jack-O-Lantern Robloxian. The regular BLOXikins from here on out are pretty easy to obtain, having a less complex task to complete. For instance, this one is obtained after getting those 8 Jack-O-Lanterns for Frazzled Jim. This BLOXikin is a regular Robloxian in a pumpkin costume. Cute. Number 15, Burger King. Hey! Who put this in the script? Number 15, Pumpkin Girl Robloxian. You got this one for collecting 10 spider legs. It features a Robloxian girl in a pumpkin-themed outfit. That's kind of it. Number 16, Bat Robloxian. You get this one from completing the Reglin NPC's Ghost Warrior quest. Its design is a Robloxian in a bat costume, complete with a cute little fang. Nice. Number 17, Bat Girl Robloxian. All you had to do for this one was complete the Taking Candy from Monsters quest from the Keith NPC. It's a female Robloxian in a bat-themed outfit. Not much else to say. Number 18, Spider Robloxian. You just had to kill swamp spider enemies to get this one. It's a Robloxian guy in a spider-themed outfit. It's got a little top hat and everything. But, that's kind of it. Number 19, Spider Girl Robloxian. You'd get this BLOXikin after collecting 16 sewing needles. The design of this BLOXikin is a female Robloxian in a spider-themed dress, specifically a Black Widow spider, considering the hourglass symbol on her torso. That's about it. Raven Robloxian is number 20. You'd obtain this one after completing the Starting a Fire quest from only 20 characters. It's a generic Robloxian in a Raven costume. What more could I really say about it? Number 21, Owl Girl Robloxian. This one was obtained from a quest, just like the last one, specifically the Paranormal Activity quest from the Solar Crane NPC. It's a Robloxian girl in an owl costume. There's not much else to really note about it. I do think it looks neat though. Coming in at 22, we have the Cthulhu BLOXikin. Like the Grim Reaper Sorcus BLOXikin, you'd get this one from getting all 77 souls. You needed all the other quests to be finished, just like the Sorcus BLOXikin, and it's a mini Roblox-esque version of the Eldritch God of the same name. Looks kinda cool, but not much else to really say about it. 23. Kaiju BLOXikin. You'd get this one as a quest reward from DB Apostle. It's based on the 1954 iteration of Godzilla, and that's, well, kind of it. Looks pretty silly, but it's easily my favorite of the BLOXikins so far. But I'm probably just biased because I love Godzilla. Number 24, Ooze Monster. Another quest reward, you got this one from the Unneeded Sacrificed quest you'd get when talking to the Chief Justice NPC. It's a kind of funky looking goop creature. Interesting design, but not much else to really see here. At 25, we have the Scarecrow BLOXikin. You got this one from the Real Meaty quest given by the Jmar NPC. It's a scarecrow. Nothing else to really say. At least it has a nice little hat. At number 26, we have Bride of Frankenstein BLOXikin. This BLOXikin, obviously based on the character of the same name from the 1935 film, was also obtained through a quest. What a shocker. The Fuss Roblox NPC would give you the Clank Clank quest, and upon completion, gave you this BLOXikin. Fairly straightforward, and the BLOXikin itself is pretty well designed, I would say. Coming in at 27, we have the Gargoyle BLOXikin. This one was a reward for the Jekyll and Hyde quest. I'm not sure what NPC gave this quest, but regardless, the BLOXikin looks pretty neat. My only problem is that they could have made it look more stone-like, but it's still cool. For number 28, we have Yodalian. Another quest reward, you got this one from the One Zombie Down quest given by the Jmar NPC. Again. Obviously, it's an alien with some robes, implied to be a reference to Yoda from Star Wars, both in design and in name. I will say it's the most interesting so far, you know, a little spin on the classic alien stuff for Halloween, but it's not really my favorite in terms of design. Number 29 was the Holobot BLOXikin. You got this one from the Squeaky Scarabs quest. Again, not sure what NPC gave that one. Design is just a cool looking robot, not much else to really say. I do love robots, but meh. Coming in at 30, we have the Invisible Man BLOXikin. After completing the Lens Flare quest from the game's NPC, you'd get this BLOXikin. The design is pretty nice, and it is of course a reference to the Invisible Man film from 1933. Other than that, nothing to really say. Finally, the last BLOXikin. Number 31, Headless Horseman. This is, as stated, the last BLOXikin of Bloxtober 2013, and what a way to finish the initial series. This one's design is based partly on the Headless Horseman package from Roblox, which comes around every October, and is popular for obvious reasons. Anyways, you got this one from the Clearing the Castle quest from the TOTBL NPC. It looks pretty sweet, and is a great finale to the Bloxtober BLOXikin series. Alright, all 31 BLOXikins are finished. Is there anything I forgot to mention? Huh? Oh, yeah, grand prizes. My boy! Since we're talking so much about Bloxtober 2013, I thought it would be a good idea to mention all the grand prizes you got. There were 8 of them in this event, and you could get them depending on how many BLOXikins you had collected. First, of course, was the Halloween checkered bow tie, which you got for 1 BLOXikin. After that, the Spookoween hat for 5 BLOXikins collected, then the Amethyst Vampire Collar for 10, Bat Phones for 15 BLOXikins collected, Noir Riddling Skull for 20 BLOXikins obtained, Purple Pumpkin Inferno was the reward for 25 BLOXikins, Cloak of the Living Dead for 30, and finally, the grand prize, the Orange Banded Top Hat, which was your ultimate prize for all 31 BLOXikins found and collected. All of these hats look pretty good, and another variant of the Riddling Skull is always welcome in my book. That marks the end of Bloxtober 2013, and the initial line of BLOXikins you could obtain in it. Although lots of the quests were long and tedious, the little pals you got on your shoulder and the grand prizes you got with them made it at least somewhat worth it. We're not done yet though, as we still have a few more BLOXikins that you could get after Bloxtober 2013 ended. To start, The first one actually required you to beat all of the quests in the witching hour. Remember how you had to do that already for some other BLOXikins? Well, you'd get the bewitching gift of Santa around December as an additional reward. Once the gift unwrapped, you were given number 32, the Santa Claus BLOXikin. The design for this one is pretty solid. Glasses are a nice touch. Regardless, this is just a BLOXikin version of Santa Claus. Not much else to say. As stated before, he came out of the bewitching gift of Santa item, which was obtained through completing every quest in Bloxtober 2013's The Witching Hour. You could also buy the gift itself for 3,100 Robux, but if you're asking me, that's a bit of a waste. These next two, BLOXikins 33 and 34, came from the same event. All the way back in the distant year of 2014, we had the Winter Games event. To get these two BLOXikins, you'd have to join the Lodge and do two objectives. The first one, the Snowman BLOXikin, was obtained by entering a Winter Games world, though it was fairly buggy, so it wouldn't always work. The other was just sitting next to the campfire in the lodge until you'd start burning. Then you were awarded the Polar Bear BLOXikin. They both look pretty neat. One's just a regular snowman, complete with a fancy little top hat, and the other is a Robloxian in a polar bear costume. While not that cool in terms of design, I think they both look fine. Number 35, the Pilgrim BLOXikin. This one was the grand prize of 2014's BLOXgiving, meaning you had to get all the other event items for it. Although not a super difficult task, considering the event, that's a story for another day, it's not a very exciting grand prize. Regardless, this one is of course a Robloxian in a pilgrim outfit to match the Thanksgiving theme. It looks okay, nothing to really say about it, I think. I mean, it's exactly what it says on the tin. A BLOXikin for a Thanksgiving event. Number 36. Here it is, the one you've all been waiting for. The final BLOXikin. It was only available through 2 promotion codes and an event game. That being the game for the Roblox Endless Summer Campout livestream event. In terms of design, it's kind of a retexture of the Kaiju BLOXikin, though with some more stuff added on, like shoes, shades, you know, you get it. This is also the only BLOXikin I own on my main account, while my old, currently alt account has the Pilgrim BLOXikin. And that's it. Thus marks the end of the BLOXikin series, its final iteration being released around 2016. Most of the community were actually looking forward to more BLOXikins, like a long-running Roblox hat series that would be exclusive to events. But unfortunately, it ended up dropped after the 36th BLOXikin was released. And we're done. Although the series started and ended within just a couple of years, I think they did well with the selection here. Unfortunately, this line of accessories will always be wasted potential, as they could have gone further with BLOXikins as a whole, but simply didn't. Beginning in 2013 and then ending in 2016, it only took 3 years for BLOXikins to live and die. Oh well. Even though the official BLOXikins are dead, that hasn't really stopped UGC creators from making their own kind of BLOXikins, normally just as, quote, shoulder pals. They're usually based on devs, or YouTubers, or themselves. Although it isn't much, I do enjoy the UGC BLOXikins. It is sort of breathing some level of life into BLOXikins as a whole, but the actual official BLOXikins are all off sale. None of them can be obtained again. Which is honestly a shame. I would have enjoyed buying some and, you know, padding out my collection a little bit, but what are you gonna do? This video was a pain to work on. My laptop kept crashing while recording audio, but this new microphone should help my voice come out more clearly. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm thinking of covering events themselves as their own little series between these hat series ones. I hope you all take care, and stay tuned for more peak content from yours truly. Have a great day.